Hey folks, let's see if I can make this video a little shorter and sweeter, but I just got some stuff from the mail and flea market, and I wanted to show some of it off, and so this is what I got in the mail. This was from Noble Knight Games, and this is the Italeri Gall Warriors. And this is one of my favorite, get my finger out of the way, set for Gaslands figures. And I wanted to show why, and I just realized it's taped. So hold on for just a second. I'm going to open it up. I had actually taken the cellophane off because I was going to just open it up and show everybody what these look like. So, here we go. Alright, so this is one of my favorite 1/72 scale sets to use for Gaslands, because you have a lot of wastelandy, kind of culty looking guys, and they've got spears and they got swords, and you can even use the shields for armor plating on vehicles. I've done that before. And you know, the Gaul warriors, you know, when they were fighting the Romans, they were famous for just going into battle wearing nothing but their shield. So that kind of, I want to hesitate to say balls out, but, you know, that kind of insanity is very appropriate for Gaslands. And you get all these guys. You get, you know, the standard bearer guy and the horn blower, and you know, you got all these guys here. And I mean, this is really a great set for Gaslands figures. And plus, I found a lot of these 1/72 scale plastics, they're really soft, and so they're springy and they don't want to go in the right position. Or they're the direct opposite and they're as hard as army men and they don't really want to work well. Whatever plastic they use for these, it's got just the right amount, a little bit of bend to fit them in. And then, like, a lot of these guys here, you'll see, let's see where he is. Yeah, this guy here. You can kind of see where he's got one knee bent already. So you can cut about a 45 here and a 45 there. And you can kind of bend at the hips and glue the legs back together. And you have a little more natural sitting position to fit in those Hot Wheels cars. And so that's a little bit easier to work with. And again, you can cut the swords off if the sword's in the way, and then you could put the sword on someone else's. You know, it's very easy. You will have to drill a little bit of the little hand here sections to get the spears through. Unless you're doing like the javelin throw, and then this little notch right there, he just fits in there. And that's perfectly fine. And so, yeah, I wanted to show this off because, like I said, this is one of those sets. I hear people always asking, you know, what to look for their figures. So this is one of my favorites. And I ran out, so that's one reason I wanted to just show it, was because I figured, you know, people want to see that. And so that's what you should look for. And that's the Gall Warriors by Italeri, and 1/72 scale. And like I said, they fit almost every Hot Wheels car I've ever worked with just a minimal amount of cutting. And I got this also from Noble Knight Games. This looks to be the right scale. It's 20 millimeter. Ignore the bad language on it if that bothers you. But yeah, I like this. It's I like the I'm an old schooler. I like the old pewter, so that's cool. And it's really good detail. I really like that. And this wasn't too bad. I think this was like $9. And this one here was on sale for $3. This is a little accessory pack, so there's a couple machine guns and oil drum and little things. And yeah, for $3, I mean that's a hell of a deal. I think there's 2 more vehicle accessory packs on their website, and they're like $9. That's still good for pewter. So, and then I got these little fellas from Flea Market, and this one here is going to be my car of the month vehicle because it's themed my first Gaslands, and one of the inspiration pictures is like kids and like Power Wheels. So, you know, you'll have a Hot Wheels car for scale here, and you kind of see it. Yeah, it's much smaller. But what I plan on doing is, you know, basically running it as a Wasteland Power Wheels vehicle. And that should be fun, I think. I don't think too many people have ever done that. And you can hear it rattling, so I'm going to try to go through this without dropping. And I dropped it. Of course I dropped it. And then I get my hair caught in my vise. Ow. Long hair. So I got this. And this one was Baja trucks. And yeah. I like this one because it's actually the right scale. They have a shrunk down one. And this, I know, rolls backwards. I was messing with it earlier. But oh well. I know it rolls back, so it's kind of cool that way. But trying to do it one-handed and hold the phone is a challenge. So now we go in here and got this thing. And this is a Hot Wheels. It's Hot Wheels Team Racing, but I've never seen one without, I don't know if someone maybe have taken the base off, or it was actually like this. I've never seen one like this. This could be a McDonald's one, but I can't remember. But this would be a good Michigan war rig or heavy truck. I mean, there's a peg there to put a trailer in. It's got the weird engines at the back, but definitely Michigan. And I think that would be the best for that. And let's see here. Just gonna get out a few at a time. We can go through them. So I got a few of these. These are the Matchbox. Or is it Racing Champions? I think this is Racing Champions. But got Elmo Langley, and I think there's a Junior Johnson and a couple other drivers. And this mid-90s style NASCAR. And we got this little street sweeper. And so that one probably good for, if I Gaslands did it, it'd be like a little helper on the side of the road. And got Dodge Challenger Drift. Got a Vantage. And we've got ourselves little Porsche Cayman. That's probably too modern for Gaslands. I'm not really sure when the Cayman came out. Because Gaslands is more 2008 and older cars. Got a Trino. Get some more cars here. and I like this Torino. I already did a Gaslands Torino, but it's good to have another muscle car in case something inspires me. And got a little classic Fair Lady. And I like this one because all I gotta do is put the numbers in the little circle. Don't need to change the paint. This is one of those good ones that you don't need to change the paint on. And so yeah, Fair Lady 2000. But yeah, it's a cool car. Minimum work needed to look great. And I got one of these Toyota Baja trucks. I'm trying to think of the guy's name, but this reminds me of the off-road truck game from the late 80s, early 90s. Oh man, what was it? It was in the arcades, and it was an NES game too. Yeah, it was hard as hell on the NES. What was that game? Someone in the comments will probably know what I'm talking about, but it was like top down, upgrade your engines and tires and stuff. It was cool. And I got a Buick Riviera, and this is a good car for Gaslands too. Good Rutherford car because it's a big car and it's got a flat surface for big guns. So you really like that with that team. I got a little Porsche GT3 Cup car, and this is good for performance car or car, depending on which you prefer. It's got a roll cage inside it already too, so the upgrade's already done for you there. But then you got this one. This is one of those Adventure Force cars with the not minigun looking things on the top. But I like the armor plates already on it. And again, you got a flat surface back here to work on. You know, you file that flat and put somebody up here for a turret. Change out the wheels, and you're pretty well done. It's a good little base car for something. And we got one of these. I've got two of these in the box. Obviously, it's too big for Gaslands, but or slightly big for Gaslands. But this wheel, I might be able to work. If I cut this all apart, I might be able to use this wheel for like a center wheel or tri-wheel or something. Here's the other one. Yeah, here's the other one. See, it's got actual textured wheel to it, and it's got a little jet engine. So that might be a good base for a Michigan car. Techie stuff. And we got one of these. This is called a riveted. It's an old Superman thing, but I did one of these. It's kind of like a Mustang, and but it looks really cool. Obviously, somebody tried their own version of Rust Effect. But I might do something with this. If probably this looks. If I do anything with it, it might be a store car. So be on the lookout for that. Then there's this one, which I could swear is a car, without looking at it, in the rule book. I think somebody customized one of these in the rule book. Of Gaslands Refueled. So that could be fun. Let's see here. And now we've got a couple more. Yeah, this is Junior Johnson, the cheatingest driver in all of NASCAR. But he was also the pioneer of the if you're not cheating, you're not winning kind of mentality. And so, I got a good Jeep Cherokee, Diablo. Quintessential performance car for just about any team. I can't think of a team that this doesn't work for. And Got this, what is this? Toyota Tundra. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's got an interior to it. So, probably a good simple build. It's got tanks on the side because I think it's supposed to, yeah, it's got like surfboard and stuff. I think it'll be interesting. Interesting to mess around with that one. And then we got got this little vampire car. I used to have one of these as a kid, but it was a purple body. And I think it has metal. This part here was metal. I think it's called a Vampirella. I think that's what they called it. Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't tell. I think that's what it's called, though. Got a Maisto Huracan. Again, I'm not sure if the Huracan was earlier than 2008 or not, so I couldn't tell you if it's the right one or not for Gaslands, but you never know. And got a Ferrari 458 Italia, which is good because Hot Wheels doesn't work with Ferrari anymore. And got this little truck here. He's unfortunately a little too small for Gaslands. Even though it's, you know, Hot Wheels, that they never made those in the right scale. They shrunk them to fit them in the box. But and we got Donnie Allison, which is another cool car, and a cool driver. And we have the Tim Flock. This one's kind of weird because it says, you know, Tim Flock drove a Mercury, and, you know, all the sponsor and everything is from his Mercury, but it's a Pontiac. You would think if they were going to do the modern throwback to his paint scheme, they would have done it on a at least a T-Bird, but no, they're not going to do that. And we got one of these Aristocrats. Someone told me this is actually a real car that's based off a Porsche. I don't know. They could have been pulling my leg. But it's still a cool car. It's a good Gaslandser. And we got Cool Trickle. Days of Thunder. Again, good little NASCAR car. Good for Gaslands. This one's, the paint's beat up. So this one here, all you really do is I'd leave where the paint's peeling, and then maybe like gently scrape it with a file to make it look like it hit the wall or something. Do a little battle damage to it, and then just leave what paint is left. And then it would look almost like one of the movie cars too. Take a lighter to it, lightly burn the paint. And then you got this Mustang here. And I like this big chunky Mustang. Then you got, this car is called a Rally Cat, so it's not a real car, but it's one of the fancy cars. I really kind of like the styling too. It's kind of like what a Lancia Stratos would look like in 2010. You know, if they had ever kept that car. And then, of course, we got yet another Corvette. And I like that one, though. I like that one a lot. It's a good one. And then I found this little pink Cadillac Micro Machine. And it's cutesy. But the one I really like, this I was saving this one for last, because this is one I'm going to Gaslands this month, is this Riviera. But it's jacked up. And you know, that's so cool. I can't tell you how this is cool. This is just absolutely cool. Try to get the thing to focus. Okay. And I love the boat tail. I love boat tail. I love the big car. So anyway, so and then see, I've got, now this is one I've had before. I've showed it in before. So I got this Firebird. It's also jacked up, and so I think they make a good team, don't you? Anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to show off. And, oh, I guess I had something else in here. Hold on, got something else in my bag. Got a little BMW micro machine. Yeah. I think the machine gods are telling me to start building micro machine death cars. Can y'all hear the voices saying that? I think I might hear the voices saying that to build more little death cars. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show for today. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. And anyway, take care, be safe, and goodbye.